Hi everyone, I'm Candice. This is Eclectic Coach, and this is your reading for messages you need to hear right now. Please click the like, share, and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell if you want to receive notifications when I come up with more videos. I also do oracle coaching. Will not solicit you for a reading or services, so be aware of scammers. And I would love to support you in your journey. We do intuitive coaching. It's a 4-part package. Information about it will be at the end of this video, but it's a great way to tune into your own guidance. We do different exercises, but then we apply coaching tools so you can follow through on that guidance and actually see results. And this is really where you're able to hone your own intuitive skills and your own navigation system. All right, so when I was looking at this, what I got was that you may have been very, very excited about something, eager to embark on a new adventure, a new relationship. You had an inspired idea. I'm just getting, because of these rays coming out of his head. The Prince of Wands often denotes you as the inquirer, as being excited to embark on a journey. And even in this card, he's very happy. He's very excited, and I'm drawn to his bright colored clothes. It's kind of like you had the outfit and the attitude and you are ready to go. And maybe you might feel like something was about to happen. You were all excited, but for whatever reason, things did not line up. And what you were hoping to get from it didn't happen in the past, and you're questioning whether or not it's going to come to fruition in the near future. This card being in the position that it's in and in reverse, what I'm getting is that it might not, I'm getting that your investments and your efforts might not pan out. And on a deep intuitive level, on a deep conscious level, you know that. And that's why you are coming to this reading, is that something hasn't quite felt right. You were really excited, but the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune talks about forces that are beyond our control. Like, we don't like that idea. And of course we have influence, but we don't have out and out control of something. And you may be like, I was so excited to do this. I was so full of life and energy. And there's just something maybe about your self-esteem that was hit from this adventure, this business, this project, this relationship not quite coming together. And on a subconscious level, we've got this in reverse. So what I'm hearing is conflicting needs. So on a subconscious level, part of the reason why this hasn't been coming to pass is because you have conflicting needs, and you know that you are being guided around this thing to go within and listen to your internal compass. I'm hearing to listen to your Om. I don't know what that means, but maybe you do a meditation where you say Om, or in chanting or something. But on an intellectual, conscious level, you know that you need a guide because something isn't quite lining up internally. And with the Four of Cups, now I'm reading this the way it's depicted on the cards. That's why I have so many decks. You know, of course, there's the Rider-Waite deck, and we consider the traditional meanings. But when I use these decks, I'm using them so that I can look at how these cards are depicted and use it sort of like a visual language. And this is in reverse, and this is guidance about what you should do. And see how she's accepting this cup? What I'm getting to tell you is you're not seeing something clearly right now. And there's something that would be more satisfying for you on a deep soul heart level. Satisfying and stabilizing. So what I'm getting is don't make that decision right now. So we're just looking at a snapshot here. What you want is you want fulfillment, and you want something practical, something tangible, something real to come out of this. And it just has not been coming together because of some sort of conflicting needs. So the outgrowth of the situation is going to be you reviewing your options. And unlike the traditional deck where there's all different kinds of things in the cups, mostly it's just treasure in these. I'm also getting to tell you it's a very specific phrase. Raise your eyes to the sky and be aware of the gold at your feet. Okay, so maybe that makes sense to you in some way. Yeah, you're going to be reviewing your options, and yeah, you are going to want to look at these options that are further away from you and up in the sky, you know. But you've got all this gold and this bird, this live being that's trying to get her attention, already very close at hand. It reminds me of get the low-hanging fruit. So it's okay to have these high aspirations for this thing that you wanted, that you're now reviewing, and you're considering all your options, but be aware of what is most readily available to you is what you are going to be able to do. And you're being encouraged to do that. So I want to look a little deeper here at, so if they're not supposed to make the choice or accept the offer just yet, or accept the opportunity just yet without reviewing all their possible options due to some sort of conflicting emotional need, what should they do instead? Okay. So we've got the career card here. And we've got this ladder. I'm getting to focus on your career. Focus on the material world and getting that nice and balanced, because that is some of your material needs. They need to be taken into consideration. And yeah, you might have these lofty other aspirations regarding this relationship, this project, things that are further down the timeline. But I'm getting to, and this is a phrase that I actually learned at work in sales, learning to focus on the low-hanging fruit. And since this is a tree and there's a bunch of gold here, like what you're being guided to do in your career, if this is, especially if this is related to some sort of career endeavor that hasn't been panning out, or you're wondering if it will, what I'm getting is not quite yet until you sort out your deep needs, your deeper conflicting needs. And you are being encouraged to focus on I'm hearing the gold that is readily available to you now in your career. So if you've got offers, consider them. Even if you're like, well, that's not really what I most want to do, and you've got your eye on the horizon, just drop down and pick the coins up at your feet. If this is due to disappointment, I'm just hearing your career needs to be priority. I don't know if you're making a choice between a circumstance, a person, but focusing on your career is important. I'm hearing focus on the material to balance. Because, you know, sometimes it's not that we should focus only on the material, but I don't think that you've got an issue of doing that at all. Like, I think you're quite good at going within and listening to your own inner compass and tuning in. You're just being told to focus on the material realm and how might they sort out the imbalance of need that they're experiencing right now. I'm going to just ring the bell real quick. What should they do? Flippers only on the table. Flippers only on the table. What should they do to balance specifically their inner needs? Take this one. Clarity. So I'm getting two images as it relates to clarity and this inner ball. This ball that she's kind of tuning in and like looking at. And so I'm getting that it's good that you're tuning into your own intuition, but I've got two very specific things for you to do to sort out the imbalance of needs, meaning that you have needs that are competing with each other. Like perhaps you have a need for security, but yet you long for adventure, or you have a need for financial stability, but you really want to go after this long-range project. You are being guided to take the low-hanging fruit, though. But in terms of dealing with this inner conflict of needs, what I got was take it to the dream time and see what your subconscious is expressing to you. Keep a dream journal. If you smoke weed, no judgment, but that will interfere with your dreams, and so will drinking alcohol. So maybe just, you know, not do any of that. Take your melatonin, you know, go to bed at a good time, get plenty of sleep so that you can have that dream. And then I also get to write it down. And I'm seeing two columns. I need, I want. I need, I want. Or I need and I need. This part of me needs this part of me needs this. So it can be a column, a piece of paper. I need, I want. Go down the thing. Or it could be a piece of paper with a column. This part of me, give it a character. And then this part of me, give it a character. And then write down the needs for the different archetypes that exist within the construct of your personality. And then that will help you clarify where you're having this discrepancy, because the reason why it has not been lining up and you feel like you didn't get quite what you had hoped for out of the situation is because there's a need for clarity around what you want. Because if you don't address both parts and come to a compromise, then they will work at cross purposes and stifle your energy moving forward. So you got to go in for some clarity. And that's all I'm getting for you, Group 1. I hope that that was helpful in terms of what you need to hear right now. I want to pull one more card on this outcome. Sneaky peek? Anything else? They keep saying, nope, I'm done. Sorry. Okay, so I'm done. All right, so thank you so much. There will be a slide about the coaching services after the video, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi everyone, I'm Candice. This is Eclectic Coach, and welcome to your reading. For those of you who picked piece 2, I just decided to lay out all the cards so that I could get like a quick snapshot of the energy, and then we'll pull more cards. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I make new videos. Sometimes I take breaks. I also do oracle coaching. This is a type of intuitive coaching where we use the cards and we do different readings. It's a 4-part package, so this gives you time to tune into your intuition, really follow through on the guidance that you're getting, and see results. We use a lot of different tools and techniques. One of the books that I use, I love this book, You Are Psychic, talking about the different psychic reception points. There's a lot of different exercises that we do, but it's all centered around you tuning into your own intuitive guidance and then acting on that and getting the support and encouragement to do so. So looking at this, just from the jump, what I get is that you may have been misled in some way, or you may have felt like, so if this doesn't apply to you and you don't feel misled in any way, or you don't feel like you had an intuitive insight about where to go, I'm just hearing efforts thwarted, whatever that means. So perhaps you thought something was one way, but then it just turned out to be completely different. Maybe somebody completely... because we've got the 7 of Swords here, which can sometimes indicate somebody sneaking away. It depends on how it shows up, but getting that this is a card for the past, somebody may have done something, I'm hearing under the cover of night, or kind of in the dark, or in secrets. Maybe there was words, or I'm hearing conversations that you were left out of, or details that were important to you that were omitted from something. And you might just be feeling a little shaken and unsure of yourself and your own ability to intuit what to do next. You might be feeling a little lost, a little frustrated, thinking, somebody presented you with one thing and then it wasn't quite honest. But for what's coming up for you is the Queen of Coins. So what I'm getting is that you are going to come out of this victorious and prosperous in the next event. Many of you know on a very conscious level what has happened, but you know that you need to forgive. And you know that you need to let go of whatever sadness or anger that you have towards this person or this situation. And on a deep subconscious level, what's great is you are healing from that. Because what I'm seeing is it left you kind of rattled. It left you feeling unsure of yourself. But what I see is you becoming very grounded, very practical, and you know that you got to let this go. You know it was painful, but a new dawn is happening. See, look with this Sun card here. A new dawn is coming together. What I wanted to get is some clarification on this Queen of Wands as their advice. Any other information about the Queen of Wands as their advice? Flippers only on the table, please. Clarify this for me. Ooh, you got the Chariot again. You've got the Ten of Swords. I'm hearing find your inner willpower. You have the key. Yeah, you're definitely being told to lay down your sword. Forgive, let go of whoever hurt you. Take the lesson, leave the pain. And allow, and what I'm hearing is don't lose confidence in yourself, because just because somebody did something that they should not have done, yeah, he's happy. That memory, that painful memory is behind him. And so you got to get your happy on so that you can think clearly. Because when the Queen of Wands is in reverse, she's feeling unconfident. So you're being guided not to get arrogant and rude and vengeful or, you know, sometimes we go to like a really tough, feisty place when we're not feeling confident, when we feel like we've been betrayed, when we feel hurt. We go to this like place where we want to fight and all those things. And normally the Chariot in the traditional deck is the warrior, the sign of Cancer. That might be significant to you in your birth chart. I haven't been getting into the signs. But yeah, you may have not been feeling... okay, that's it. I'm hearing use your energy towards something purposeful. Because the traditional deck, it's like this driving force, very masculine energy. And in this, she's in reverse. And then she's right here as the clarifier card. I'm getting that you need to take the gift. Take the gift and let the painful memory go. Let it die. Because to the degree that you're stuck in this lack of confidence and lack of faith in yourself, it's holding back your money. It's holding back your ability to support yourself because the energy is going to different places. So with this Chariot card, don't allow yourself to wallow in the pain of the past or any of those things. Send the person white sparkly light. And I'm hearing direct your gaze towards what it is that you want. And this metaphor is coming to me, interestingly, with the Chariot. And they say that when you're a race car driver and you are now spinning out of control and you're headed towards the wall, do not look at the wall. Because if you look at the wall, you're going to crash right into it. Choose your focus. Like, I'm going to focus on this and stare intently at it. Put your eyes on where you want to go, because if you look at the wall, you're going to crash into it. If you look elsewhere, you'll move away from the wall. So if you feel like pain and sadness and you feel like just heartbroken, it's time to let that go and focus on what you want, because the pain of the past is interfering with your money. Yeah, you're being guided to completely walk away from this issue. Meaning, don't try to exact vengeance on this dishonest person, these dishonest people, these unfortunate things. Don't get schemy and like, oh, I'm coming after you. None of that. Don't waste your time. Let it die so that the new part of you can resurrect. Yeah, let it all burn down. Let it all go away and take the transmutation. Okay, so they're walking away. What is it that they're walking towards, Spirit? What is it that they're walking towards? What is it that they're walking towards? Interesting. In reverse. In reverse. So we've got the Emperor in reverse. So some of you, this may relate very specifically to a relationship, male or female, The Emperor typically represents the masculine energy, regardless of gender, sex, whatever. But it's in reverse. Oh, what I'm getting is if you were working really hard to impress somebody who had some unhealthy behaviors and you were trying so much to please them and make them see where you're coming from, and you feel like it just totally threw you out of alignment and confused you and they were dishonest, you are being guided to just walk away from them, let go of the story, stop telling it to anyone, unless they're like your therapist or something. Do not start exacting plans to come after this person, exacting revenge, none of that. What you're being guided to do, and stop putting any effort towards this person, this situation, whatever has hurt you and caused you not to be able to really trust yourself and focus. And you are going to be moving into a much more grounded period of time. You are going to get to rest and rejuvenate. And you're being guided to focus on your Empress energy. Stop putting energy into this masculine or this project with all these rigid controls, and start moving towards a more feminine, nurturing approach. Now, the Empress is a leader in her own right. She just has a different kind of style. So unlike the firm, kind of sometimes cold directives of the masculine energy, the feminine leadership of the Empress is about nurturing, it's about creativity, it's about cooperation, it's around healthy tolerance. Yeah, so let go of this person, let go of this masculine, aggressive approach. Yeah, because I'm getting that you might be hurt and pissed and want to come after somebody. Like, oh, you thought you were going to mess with... No, let it go. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Like, let it go. Don't be going after this dude. Don't be going after this project that represents the more masculine. Come from the heart. Embrace your feminine energy. And I'm just seeing all these like little arrow things. You're going to be moving towards like a new direction here, I'm getting. It's almost like these are wormholes. So it's interesting that the light is passing through. I'm hearing that you are being guided to be in your feminine. Not your wounded feminine that's lacking in confidence because you've been tricked or misled, or be in your feminine energy in a very healed place. Walk away from the drama. Let it all go. And focus on being nurturing, focusing on your creative projects, because what's coming around next is this Queen of Coins, which is this very grounded, I'm hearing sensual connectedness to the earth, to family, to good food, to Venusian things, like good food, being out in nature, quality products that are healthy and naturally based, being connected to your family, your community. That's all coming as a result of you rebuilding your confidence, forgiving the past, letting it go, choosing what you're going to focus on. Yeah, and you're going to just blossom into this Empress energy. That's where you're going. You're moving away from so much structure and black and white thinking to more openness, more creativity, I'm hearing more of a delicate approach, a sensitive approach that takes into consideration everybody that's involved and the needs and the feelings of everybody. from like a warm, loving, understanding place. But yeah, what you really need to hear right now is to just know that it's hard, say a prayer, but direct your energy towards what it is that you want. Take the gift and leave everything else behind, because you are going to be coming into some money. But more importantly than that, you're going to be coming into your own fullness, your own femininity, and you're going to be experiencing more grace and ease. So just relax. But the vision of one world will cost you the vision of the other, like that saying goes. So choose what you're going to focus on, is what you're being guided to know and to do. All right, I hope that that was helpful, and I will see you in the next reading. Everyone, I'm Candice, this is Eclectic Coach, and this is your reading for those of you who picked 3. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and then you'll get updated when I post new content. I do coaching. I do a 4-part package, but I will never solicit you, but this is a great way for you to tune into your own intuitive guidance. We do a bunch of exercises, and then we also keep track of what you're receiving and what you're being guided to do based on what it is that you want to create for yourself, because that's where we always start. I believe that the guides and the angels right now are all about our free will, and it's what do we want to create, and the best way to predict the future is to create it. So I would love to help you do that. Look in the description. There's a Calendly link where you can make that appointment. Okay, so, and I'll have a slide at the end to describe what's going on. Let's just look at your cards here. What I've done is I've pulled a bunch of cards and I've looked at them kind of to provide somewhat of a snapshot. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting is that you might be feeling a little rigid right now. And having trouble seeing things from a different perspective. You might be very zeroed in based on your research and what you've learned, very dialed into what you think needs to be done. But you've gotten a little rigid around it. You've acquired some information and you might be just a little, I'm hearing grabby, like you want to hold on to the situation, and there might just be a little bit of inflexibility in your thinking based on information that you've accumulated in the past. And I'm hearing something about mental framework. So you've already basically built a mental framework, and it might be making it difficult for you to kind of loosen up that thinking. Let's see. And what's coming around the bend for you, though, is you are going to deal with whatever inflexibility you've had. Maybe there's some issues that you think that things should be a certain way. You are going to be able to deal with it in a kind, understanding way that helps you and that allows you to move forward with things. So that's good. And I'm hearing to tell you your money's going to be good. So just relax about that. If you've been worried about that or stressed out about that, you are going to be getting smart solutions. I'm getting very practical, very earthy, very smart. I'm seeing you have all the power and ability and resources at your disposal to manifest and wield this the way you want it. So that's great. And you are expecting this good news and this victory, and you should be. That's awesome. You might be feeling a little bit ungrounded, though, Like you might have like a lot of things in the air and you're trying to hold it very solid, very together. Yeah, I'm getting that you're going to be able to take some of this information and learning that you have gathered, though, and apply it towards this Queen of Earth, these thoughtful, sensible solutions, and dealing with people even in this very understanding manner. And you are going to, I'm hearing, get what you want from the situation. Success is assured, victory is on its way, good news is on its way. But on an unconscious level, you might be feeling a little ungrounded or unsettled, maybe not quite content, maybe because you're trying to hold on to that control a little bit. And on an unconscious level, you might know that you don't have full control, and that's okay. But I see that you might be trying to have that control. But what you are being told right now is that this is a positive time of change, and that there are forces beyond you, I'm hearing, that are moving through you and supporting this change. Fortune is on your side, even if you feel a little shaky because so much is happening, and to trust that. And some things are going to move forward suddenly. So time is of the essence, so you're going to have to think through your options. I'm also getting trust your gut instinct. Yeah, like too much analysis is not going to be good. Like I'm hearing to tell you the body knows. So what does your gut say? Your gut instinct is very important. And something about don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, that expression, it's kind of a weird expression. Yeah, don't give up. Protect what you've created thus far, even if you feel ungrounded and unsupported. Which I don't get that you feel unsupported. That, no. You know what you know. You know based on the information that you've acquired, the due diligence that you've put forward. You know what you know. And that's all fine and well. But you're guided to act with more passion, more vigorous physical energy, and get out of your mind so much and start moving your body. Deal with things in a very practical, sensible way. But you know that victory is on your side, and so this reading is just letting you know that even if you feel a little ungrounded and chaotic on a subconscious level, fortune is on your side, but things are going to start moving very quickly. So how can they deal with the pace of change? Because I see them wanting to kind of stay in this spot. How can they deal with the pace of change? Flippers only on the table, please. Flippers only on the table. I need to not catch these so well. Flippers only on the table. No flippers yet. Come here. Not this deck. This deck. Okay. How can they deal with the pace of change better? Okay. Only these two. Okay. Stop the endless searching and the quest. Yeah, I get that on a mental level, you might be trying to figure it all out or think that you have figured it out. There might be this mental seeking or just this replaying of what you think you already know over and over in your mind. And then also, death and rebirth, shedding. So you're going to want to lighten your load a little bit so that you can move quickly. So drop the mental load, enter present moment awareness, let go of people, places, things. I'm getting items in your house that have energy, stagnant energy attached to them, an old weight. Let go of it. Let go. Okay. Can we look at like some future outgrowths of this trajectory that they're on? If they become more flexible in their thinking, remember that they are going to rise and shine, even if it doesn't feel totally grounded. Fate's on their side. They're going to be protecting what they've created thus far, but more from a passionate place. Okay, so this card, you might already be in sort of like a holding energy where you want to hold on to your ideas, you want to hold on to your investment, you want to hold on to your energy. But this is about protecting and building, I'm getting. So this Four of Earth is more about holding ground, like just keeping it steady. This is about protecting, and I'm getting a lot of movement from this card. Even though in the traditional deck it's a guy with a bandage on his head, like wounded and tired, he's still hanging in there. But intuitively, I'm getting just this fire, physical, passionate energy, and you're supposed to build with it. Okay. Can I get more on their outcome trajectory if they do this? Okay. All right. So we've got this again. Okay. So these are just messages that you need to hear right now. Victory is on its way, and I'm just sensing, though, that you just have this energy around needing to protect and hold and ground. Ground in. Here, you got the Four of Earth, or Four of Pentacles twice, at the beginning of your reading and at the end of your reading. So, this cautious, being very pragmatic, being very solutions focused, balancing the balance sheet, like all that is not going anywhere. But I guess what I'm getting to tell you is you are going to protect your investment of energy. All that's going to happen. You're going to be able to protect it passionately, and you're going to be able to hold it. But let go of the things that no longer serve you. And you would enjoy this whole thing a lot more. You will be able to keep control of your money and your resources and your time. Okay, not control, but you will be able to influence it. And that's just such an innate part of who you are. Good, practical, pragmatic business decisions I'm getting. That's still going to be in place. So maybe just consider doing it in a lighter way that's not causing you to endlessly mentally search and ruminate and circulate the same thoughts. Because there's a lot of passionate physical energy that is happening. Just relax. You're going to be able to keep your money. You're going to be able to keep your initial investment, and you're going to be able to build on it. Victory is assured. Be sensible and warm and kind, though. You've already done your work, your due diligence in the past, so you've set yourself up for success. Time, energy, the fates, fortune, all on your side. But you're going to feel a lot of energy happening here. And you're being guided not to give up and to know that you're going to be able to hold on to the resources I'm getting to tell you. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Yeah, just be sure that you're letting go of the things that are stagnating and heavy. But don't give up on what you've already created. And you will be able to keep the resources. I hope that was helpful. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out the slide after this describing the coaching if you're interested. And I will see you in the next reading.